That's Tay Luciano Media. Um, I just wanted to tap in with y'all. Check out this. I guess Freeway got a new song, "We Don't Play," and some band. I think I heard of them before. The Black Guns. I didn't know what made me really tap into it. I see Dame is with them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put Dame Dash name in a. They didn't put Dame name on a thumbnail or, you know what I mean, like in the description, I don't believe, or on the title or nothing. So I didn't even know he was even there. But it's just funny to see him still directing shit. Like it's like the old Rockefeller days. Like he's still in there. Oh no, do it like this and do it like that. It's something short. I think this is from day 2. I haven't even seen this one, but this is day 2, so obviously it was day 1. And I think Freeway is working on a new album. You know what I'm saying? Freeway is working on a new album. So it's kind of interesting to see Dame still, you know what I mean? You could definitely see this how he was in the Rockefeller days. You know what I mean? But I think it's something probably definitely cool for, you know, for the culture and hip hop stuff like that. The Black Guns, I think I heard of them before. They like a black rock band that's been doing their thing for some time now. You know what I mean? The Black Guns. So, but what really, like I said, what really made me tap into this was the fact that Dame is on here. I didn't even know that Dame was on here. So that's always interested to see him somewhere. You know, I don't know when this was, if this is recent, you know what I mean? If they just done this, if they just not doing this, you know what I mean? I don't know if this was from months ago or like last year, but I think it's roughly new, you know, because it could have been did this and just not releasing it, you know. So, but it's day 2 of making a "We Don't Play" by Freeway and the Black Gun. So it's kind of like seemed like some, you know, backstage, not, or should I say behind the scenes, you know, there's definitely like some behind the scenes of this song. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I think I got bit or something. Mosquito bite on my arm or something. But make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Definitely gonna be going live way more. I really want to do some, you know, in real life IRL streams. You know, definitely want to do some of those. Like, you know, I don't know what it'd be, but I think that's part of the wave 2 of all of this, doing some IRL streams. So I definitely want to do something like that. But definitely gonna get into this this small little footage. You know what I'm talking about? And I think all of this is like original, unreleased music. You know, it's only like 10 and 18 seconds. So, you know, I think I might just tap in at day 1 after this too. After this one, because this one right here is day 2. You know, of them, I guess, working on a song or working. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna definitely tap into day 1 as well.
It's not physical. Don't worry about it. So as soon as we come in, as soon as we just, so this should be recording right now. Everything, record everything. Don't stop recording. Right. Don't stop recording. Yeah. Just don't stop recording. Yeah. Don't stop recording. Don't stop recording. Yeah, only if you guys say. Don't stop recording. Yeah. Unless we just completely stop.
From the block, the conclusion of what is us.
Alright, so we're gonna keep. So we're recording now, right?
Make sure you say no childhood.
That's why we just keep the flow happening.
It's we can't schedule when we're gonna do.
shit,
Bro,
it's
you can't really schedule when you're gonna do something fly. Most fly shit happens by accident. People that schedule flyness aren't really fly. So that's why we tape everything, because I know we gonna trip. That shit gonna be fly. You feel me? And we'll be able to.
He say that about everything.
But we don't know what fly shit we're gonna do, but we know we gonna fly. You feel me?
Dame said that about everything. Like if you can't schedule flyness. If you schedule fly, you really not fly.
Just take no matter what.
He definitely got to get them finances right. I feel like Dame was somebody huge in the culture. Pause. You know what I mean? I feel like Dame was really one of the ones. You know, from the old interviews I seen, I think he was a fighter, meaning a fighter in the sense of, you know, he wanted it to be his way. He wanted Rockefeller to be something different from, say, Bad Boy or Def Jam or Murder Inc. And you got to remember, like, Murder Inc. Eventually turned into the Inc. But Ja Rule and them, Rough Riders, Aftermath, he was around for all of that. You know what I mean? Dame is somebody that was around in the very beginning of Jay-Z career. So for that, you know what I mean, it's always great.
Follow me. I told this girl to swallow me. Hey.
But the fact that what I like about Dame is, you know, out of all the stuff he's been through, he still try to find some type of way to hold on and make himself relevant. So, you know, even for that, you gotta kind of like, you know, take your head off for that, because for what he been through with the whole Rockefeller situation and this not working, that not working, he still kind of like make himself relevant. You know what I mean? Outside of somebody like Diddy, or you know what I mean? Like he really, you know, Jay is a straight up mogul now, so it's like it's a little different. But you know that goes to show you how much he was rocking with them dudes though, the Freeways, and even with Ye. You know what I'm saying? I think he was really down for them, far as like really wanting people to win. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. But I just wanted to look at this just to see. Because I haven't watched this, actually. You know. And the thing with Dame, you never heard Dame say like, "Oh, Jay owe me money," or you know, nothing like that. I just think how it happened, it just totally just disrailed his whole you know, persona of who he was or who he is as a person. You know what I mean? Because he thought this shit was gonna be forever, like a lot of them did. But I think it'd be dope if they did like a Rockefeller like reunion tour. If they did like a Rockefeller reunion tour, that'd be dope. I can't even lie. If if they did like a reunion tour, I think that'd be the most. I think that'd be very real dope. How y'all feel about get them likes up? Get them likes up. How y'all feel about the whole four extra situation though? Of him of what if you know you know you know what I'm saying how do y'all feel about the four extra situation? Let me know. Give me, you know what I'm saying, get them likes up, subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. How do y'all feel about four extras and what happened to him, should I say the how I can put it, because YouTube is so sensitive. The one hand bandit. How do y'all feel about him? Because I mean, about that situation. When I heard that, I was just like, at first I'm thinking it was like some joke, but I'm like, nah, ain't nobody about to joke about nothing like that. You know what I mean? This definitely, I'm not. Is it definitely about to shape his whole world in a different manner. You know what I mean? Now he's still here with us, of course. He's still on this earth. He can still breathe. He can still eat. He can still move around. The thing about it is, you know, at least it wasn't his face. To where where he blew half of his face, his half of his face is gone. But the thing is that it's gonna be very, very different for four extras now. It's gonna be very different for four extras to the point where now his world is different now. His world is different now. Even in this very moment, it's different. It's never gonna be the same unless he go get a robot hand. It's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. All of that and all of the stuff he was talking about and everything like that. You know what I mean? Everything like that. It's over with. It's over with. I don't even think he would even be on. I don't even think he would be even on no jumper. And I know this is so big and so shocking to everybody out there. I mean, everywhere, especially in LA. In LA, his hood from the 40s, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I could just imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? Even somebody like Brick Baby. Remember, Four Extra's been on the scene ever since. For real, Four Extra been on the scene. Even when he really got on the scene. Him and Spody Face. I know Spody Face like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Cause that's his cousin. That was the dude he went up to No Jumper with. When Brick was going through the whole. Four Extra's been on the scene heavy ever since the whole Brick situation of the derogatory word that DW Flame had used on Brick Show, and they was wanted to holler at Brick. So he been on the scene for about a year and a half strong now, for real, for real. But oh man, it's just different. I know all the homies, his homies from the 40s, all the affiliates is like, what? He done blew what off? Like, man, even me being from where I'm from, it's not even about where I'm from, but just, you know what I'm saying? Just hearing that is like, yo, how did you, how did that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what it's different now, man. It's totally, 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 totally different. And that's the whole, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about it. Like, it's different for him now. It's different. I don't know how he's gonna be able to, you know, I don't know how he's gonna be able to bounce back from this. You know, I really don't know. I don't, man. That's that, and it's devastating because it's like he really, this is something really, this really happened. So
Easy, I think you can do it.
you know, he was just outside playing. And you know what else? Even he was just with Ralphie the Plug. Him and Ralphie, him and Ralphie was just at like a go-kart place a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago.
Expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. I believe it's a pit bull. So around here we refer to.
He was just with Ralphie at a go-kart place like 2 days ago. Literally, and because Ralphie the Plug, which is everybody, if for those that know, which is Draco the Ruler brother, but this Ralphie was just streaming this like 2 days ago.
They sent me a picture of 4 Extra sitting on the curb.
I can't show that picture
I'm
though.
seeing his whole hand going basically. You heard his mane. Like you can see bone. It's gory. It's a gory picture. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting it on my platform. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's running around on the internet. You know what I mean?
Get them likes up. Get them likes up.
You heard? Because I ain't want to see nothing like that. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And so I've been checking, you know, the Cali blog sites, whatever, all the dudes in Cali that be making content. It seemed like the situation is real because the picture, it looked a little AI-ish, you heard? Like, I seen on his Instagram stories, he was running around with 2 big blockbusters in his hand, you know what I'm saying? He running around with the blockbuster like, I'm throwing them at you, ah! No, it's a post-up where basically his head never gonna be the same again. They might have to amputate that from the wrist down. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people like, yo, it's over for him. Yo, he made his career. Talking about fighting, yada, 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 yada. Well, I don't know if y'all know it or not. But the arm's still gonna work. Yeah, and it might hurt more if he hit you with that little nub. If they gotta amputate his hand and he hit you with that little nub that's left, that's gonna hurt more than a fist. That's a big ass bone. That's gonna hurt more than a fist. Y'all might have just messed up. Y'all might have just unlocked a superpower.
Dog, shout out to the homie Zip the Zip, man. Zip, he said y'all probably just unlocked a superpower. That's real though. It's gonna be definitely awkward for him, but
first of all, I know a dude named One on Ron and he count money like this. He used to be at the dice game, count money mad fast like this. I'm dead serious. Forget at the wrist. His was cut off from right here. He used to count money like this at the dice game, mad fast, you heard? 4 Extra is a fighting dude. He's a warrior, like he got the warrior's mentality, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them dudes in Cali got that. They always want to run the fade. He talking about he running 10 fades back to back or whatever. I'm seeing dudes saying his career is over, life for him is over because now he can't fight no more, and yada, yada, yada. What? Y'all don't know that nub might be the superpower from here on out?
damn, I should have never had put that on my
That's a
page.
sad thing. Anytime something like that happens, anytime something like that happens, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Tap the like button. You did. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how y'all feel about the 4 Extra situation? Let me know. Drop them comments in the comment section.
I'm seeing dudes laughing and joking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's funny. Like, I ain't hear what 607 Unk had to say, but I know last week 4 Extra was basing up on them all in his face. What's
good, Glock, baby? JB, man, what's good, my dog? Not much, just on here, you know what I'm saying, till I go tap this clock. Man, y'all make sure y'all go check out my dog music. You know what I mean? Glock baby. Definitely about to be dropping an album, a new project soon.
He gonna lose a couple inches. Pause on the reach.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people. That's the thing, Glock baby. Like a lot of people feel bad. I think just more so off the strength of, you know, I think anybody will feel bad. It don't matter who it is, right? It don't matter if it was a doctor, a lawyer, right? But you know what I mean? I think he gonna definitely just take it. Well, he ain't got nothing else but to take it on the chin. There's nothing he can really do about the situation. You know what I mean? I don't even know what to even say about it. But only thing, yeah, like what Zip saying, like playing with fireworks with the M8, man. I don't even want to say it, but with fireworks like that, it's not like he had like little black cats or he had like the bottle rockets. That would have hurt too. Boom, oh, you know what I'm saying? Probably would have, you know, really, you know. Let's say you got a bottle rocket. Everybody know, if they know about fireworks, they know about the bottle rockets. That would have been different. It definitely would have damaged you, right? Probably would have had you bleeding, all type of stuff. But with them M80s, that's like, that's you know, y'all do know that's like a bomb. You know what I'm saying? That's like holding a bomb in your hand, a grenade or something, and you know what I mean? But who knows what really happened? I don't know if he, like, you know, because they bout that big, you know, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he held it and then it just ignited. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it's a nasty situation. Yeah, 4 fingers. He's definitely is. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Thanks to everybody that's been rocking with me, that's been tapping into my, you know what I mean, to my channel and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, it's just it's a nasty situation right now for 4Extras. You know, this is, let's see what Hassan got to say about it. We are, man. Oh my God. Hold on, when was this? Oh, this was 10 days ago. Okay. No. His hair look kind of crazy. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Lil Yachty.
The message kept in people's brain to ever be whatever.
Check out this Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty says people in New York can just which is the dumbest headline of all time. But by the way, I don't care. Nike wouldn't let me do nothing. I'm sorry for the bus Nike, but I got to because I was throwing on the bus. This is what they told me, right? And I love you to death, Nike.
Damn, that nigga jury hitting, ain't it? I be forgetting Yachty write songs and shit too. I would feel different if it was a normal person, but he be throwing this is that. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. Glock baby, that's what I'm saying. Like Glock, the thing is, God, you know, what goes around comes around. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he be doing a lot. He be saying a lot. He does. I don't even want to the intro to play. But with him, it's yeah, man. It's tragic, but who knows what he really has done out here in these streets. And I'm not talking about just the fades, because we all know fades is another word for fighting, right? So a fight is a fight. You know, you don't, I'm quite sure he haven't, you don't unalive somebody. unalive somebody off a fight. A fight is a fight. You live to fight another day. You feel me? But there's no telling what else he has done out here that we don't even know about. That the people, excuse me, that the people don't even know about. So people just gotta be, he gotta be mindful of what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely karma. Some would say this is how the universe works. Some would say he got what he deserved. So this is a big thing. This is huge. It's not like, you know, he fell down some steps and he, you know, broke his arm, you know, or he fell down some steps and he, you know, broke his leg or he twisted his ankle. Nah, his whole, like, both of these, you know what I'm saying? Like, he only got one. He just got one. Now, you know what I mean? It's no more both of these. So it's like, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? His whole world is different. His whole world is different now. His whole world is just, it's upside down now. It's upside down.
Man, you want to be in a fashion show? I was like, what are you talking about? Or he didn't even call me. I think he just told me, come down to the tryouts, man. There was so many people there. Like, and he kind of walked me right in. I kind of walked in.
Yeah, it's definitely no more fades. Nah, it's definitely not about to be no more fades. That shit is over with. That's over with.
Oh, bloody
fades, squabbles, all of that, talking aggressively with his hand. He's gonna be the most humblest person. It's only one or two things that come from this. He either gonna be super humble and thankful, and I'm not saying he's not thankful now, but he's gonna be super duper humble, or he really gonna turn up now. He's really gonna turn up.
I was in the back. I was on the last row of the tower. Curtains were on top.
Oh, he's definitely handicapped. Yeah, for sure. He's definitely handicapped now. Yeah, he's definitely handicapped. Man, get them likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
It took me though, and they
them likes up. Tap that like button. Get them likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. How do y'all feel about 4 Extra only having 1 boxing glove now? He had 2 boxing gloves. Now he only got 1 boxing glove. So how do y'all feel about Extra only having 1 boxing glove?
For like 2.5 hours. But man, that was a surreal moment. I think in the time I didn't realize like how many eyes was on me, you know, like, and what it did, but because I was so living in the moment of like, man, doing that, living in New York, dropping music, being outside, just all these things kind of simultaneously happen at the same time. But looking back on it, it was a crazy moment.
Nah, because I remember that time because I was out there and my homie Cootie was actually
the 40s at the end of the. He's from the 40s at the end of the day. If his homie scrapping, he's doing this. Exactly, Glock baby.
So the shit was like nothing else. The energy, because you know everybody was there.
Keita, what it do? Hey, Keita, what's going on with you? What's going on with you?
Everybody was watching that shit.
He's about to get a check for the. Oh man, he definitely about to get a check for an injury like that. Oh hell yeah, he's definitely gonna get a check. Shit's sad. I don't wish it on anyone, no matter what. Now I'm even worse than him because jokes. Yeah. But he's definitely about to get a.
Yeah. So then right after that.
Oh, that's good to know, Keita. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, he's disabled at his finest. Far as getting checks and stuff like that, oh, he's definitely going to be getting that.
2016. I don't really remember when the fucking Easy show was. I think it was top of 2016. I dropped my.
He's definitely about to. He's definitely about to be getting some crazy checks. He's definitely about to. Oh man, he definitely is. He definitely is.
I said, man, let me just do a deep dive I saw a Nautica thing you did.
Yeah, I was creative. I think creative
Lawsuit. The thing is, by it being fireworks,
I'm over there, and I was
I mean, you could,
throw their prices up.
but I know that'll be a different type of lawsuit because it's probably so many. I mean that's definitely out the norm of lawsuits in this world. You know what I'm saying? Boom, something happened to you. You still here, but some tragedy happened to you, like how it happened to him. Who would you really? Okay, boom. You know, do a lawsuit. Who would the lawyers go after though? I mean, you would only have to go after the manufacturer, whoever makes the fireworks, right? But it's not like being in a store and you gotta slip and fall, or the police wrongfully accuse you of something and you do a bunch of years, or you do a year or two and you like, well, I'm about to sue the police, not the academy. You about to sue the state. You know what I mean? Because we all know that stuff like that. Say for instance, like for example, the police work through the state. But with that, with a lawsuit like that one, I don't know how. I don't even know how you would go about doing that one.
I always ask.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. But it's like, damn, like I don't know the fireworks, bro. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Glock baby, they could be.
How's everybody saying it?
It's almost one of them things like play at your own risk. At your own risk. Go and play. It was like, man. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
It was for a younger demographic, and we were
That's true.
Younger demographic.
That's something
We would
going.
fuck it for 25 and older, right? So I think it
Right,
took a
not
little
gonna
bit
work.
of time. And
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like you playing it at your own risk. It's kind of like
because I could see how it could look like a fad, one hit thing.
I think you could get probably more of a lawsuit of getting on a roller coaster, even with a roller coaster, it's kind of like get on at your own risk. That's why even like it's like, say for example, like you at amusement park, Cedar Point, wherever, Disney World, whatever, you go on a roller coaster, right? And it kind of basically lets you know on a sign before you get on, if you got any health issues, any problems, you shouldn't get on. Now, if you get on, that's on you, right? So if something happens to you, you know what I mean?
We was pushing a narrative.
Oh, no. I'm not feeling bad for him. I ain't feeling bad for him. No, I'm definitely not feeling bad for him, bro. I'm not feeling bad for him.
Yeah, but it did. The gap was good.
Yeah. I wouldn't be playing with no fireworks anyway. No, I ain't feeling bad for him. But they was saying, the reason why I brought up lawsuit, because I was even hearing somebody saying that last night. And I'm like, what the hell the lawsuit even be for? He did that on his own.
Well spoken, man. And
yeah, he held it in his hand, but
the business and understanding marketing. So your father was a dope artist.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of album covers for some of the guys in Atlanta.
Exactly. And I'm with y'all on that. I'm definitely with y'all on that. I don't mess with no fireworks. But it's funny how things goes. Out of all the stuff he done went through or probably been through, this is the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna have him sitting down. But no, I'm with you, Glock baby. I'm with you, bro. No, I'm not feeling bad for nobody. I'm just up here talking about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't even fuck around with fireworks, honestly. Last year, let me tell y'all, was this last year? Or a year and a half? Whenever it was, I think it was like last year. One of my homeboys gave me
it's so funny, man.
that looked like, matter of fact, and I still got it, right?
Because my dad was pretty popular.
Never lit it. Never lit it. When I say I don't mess around with fireworks, I still got it put up somewhere, but I don't really mess with him.
That's what
I don't mess with him. Definitely not those, the ones he had. So I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad. See, it's a difference between a bad situation and then you actually feeling bad for that person. It's a bad situation. Now, do I feel bad for him? No, because he was playing with what he was playing with. That's like playing with a firearm and boom, you shoot your finger off or something like that. But I don't feel bad. I don't. You know what I'm saying? He should know better. You know better, you do better.
In the city. And so that's when I was getting two lifestyles. My mother lived in the suburbs and my father lived in the city. So I was like,
see what I'm saying? And you know better
I
now.
was going to the city on the weekend.
Keita, you said what now? I was burned. Now, firework when I was a child. I don't fuck with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Keita. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Me neither.
My dad loved the hood.
I would Adam be on the hood
the
for
inner city. So like I was like, and I didn't understand the difference in culture growing up in the suburbs, and then like spending your weekends in an industrial city.
Yeah, you know they gonna eat this up. They gonna eat this up. Oh my God. When I say the thing is that he's not like he rap, he do what he do, but he's not like one of the people that's just rap or just from LA. He's actually on no jumper. So, and oh my God, they're gonna have a field day with it. They about to have a field day with this.
The love for the city, the love for the suburbs, the love for
definitely. They about to get them likes up, y'all. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media.
It kind of just all like, I kind of got draped in the middle of all of it. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like, you gotta go to college. My dad was like, man, do follow your heart. You know, like it was a lot of everything.
30 better from on his face.
Yeah, which kind of made me.
Man, tap in, get them likes up, subscribe to the channel. Definitely in here with y'all for the next, not, here for a long time, but, definitely gonna get it in. How long is this interview?
Like we're a product of the 90s. Like we was there. Yeah. So we know what an Andre 3000
definitely subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Yeah, you know what I mean? Let the comments roll in. How do y'all feel about the 4 extra situation? He was definitely on the come up. Definitely was one of them names that was been buzzing for a minute. Work, a no jumper employee, and everybody is about to be talking about this and then that's another thing. Everybody is about to run this. Everybody, from community to no jumper to back on feed.
You said it was misconstrued.
All the major platforms, all of them, especially being on a platform that everybody knows about, no jumper. I could definitely. Everybody's gonna go discuss this, especially the ones that hasn't. Back on Figs, the community. Man, everybody about to run content on this. They about to run content on this.
I love to death. Cash hates me from this. Like, I love you to death. You hate me from that conversation. What I was saying is that certain people.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. He's still here. He's still, he's still here. So he gotta be thankful for that part. Cause he could have blew. Now, what if he would have blew his half of his face off? That could have happened, especially holding it in your hand.
He said, "Yeah, man, you hate
man, you got your goddamn mind."
I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm Mike and Mary." I was like, "Oh, nah, it's love, Mike." Because I think I'm always talking shit about Mike and Mary, but man, he was real sweet about it. Shouts out to Mike. And that nigga, $1 millionaire, $100 million, he don't give a goddamn shit. He don't give a fuck. You like his shit. He's stupid up. Yeah. But shouts out to Mike. He was real sweet. He went on and shit. But it's the way the YNs dress in New York. And I think it was misconstrued as I was kind of saying all of New York can't dress when it's blasphemy. My style is. I look like a New York nigga right now. Yeah. Well, not right now, but I usually look like a New York nigga. Yeah. I think that from Dipset to nigga Biggie, nigga to fucking just Spike Lee, to the real culture of New York was the flyest shit of all time. You know, I think Spike Lee is one of my biggest cultural influences. When I was in high school, I dressed like him every day. I wore big baseball jersey, real short shorts, Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 3s. So
They look at dog boots. They on some real fashion shit. Wake
you
and
see
Bake
with
just
the
left the
big
gym.
Adidas jumpsuit, you know what I'm saying? So
Man, yeah. I hope so too. I hope so too. You know what I mean?
to this day, anytime I
Most
get
definitely.
dressed,
I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna jump live
this the nigga that said New York
again later. You feel me? But I definitely appreciate that, Glock baby. You too, man. Oh yeah, I gotta get back in the gym too. That's another thing I gotta jump on for sure.
Well, something clickbait is always something.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's very rare when it's something positive. So even when, say, something happens, right? Like, something negative happens, and someone learns a lesson.
He was in
or
a state of shock,
perception
so people
or
don't
something's
realize
true.
it.
If you go and say like, hey,
Yeah. Oh my God, hell yeah, he was, Keita. If it's
the
real,
masses of people
if it was
see
real.
that, right?
Working
Because
in
it won't
nursery.
touch.
Are you working nursery? I ain't know that. That's what's up, Keita.
I was gonna report that.
So it'll
I
just
felt
be
bad for him. We have to.
whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's how people is looking at it. You know, it's with this situation though, it's gonna be. That's the thing though, Keita. Like,
Right?
it's gonna be mixed emotions. You know what I mean? You're gonna have some people say, yo, this is karma. Some people's gonna really feel bad for them. Some people could say, damn, that could have been me, or that, or that happened to one of my peoples and stuff like that. Or somebody I know, right? But I think because since it's him, some people are just like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I just know I'm not playing with no M80s. I'm not doing none of that. Period. I'm not, I can't do it. Where's it? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Definitely subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. But yeah, you're right. You're right. He about to sit all the way down off this. At the same time, you can't blame him for it. He was always bugging. Yeah, he's still a human. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, period. I'm not messing with no fireworks, y'all. I ain't doing it. That's like, man, he's definitely not the only one. I used to work at this warehouse a couple of years ago before the world shut down or whatever.
But again, I do like to clear up and say, like,
I used to work at this warehouse, and one of the supervisors, he was actually in the service. I think he was in, not the Marines, in the Army. And he was telling us one time, and his hand was like that.
Exactly.
This hand was perfectly fine, but this hand right here, it was like it looked like a claw. Swear to God, it looked like a claw. And he was basically saying that he
for New York, of course. If you know anything about fashion,
he blew up his hand. He blew up his hand. And I think it was on some grenade type, like he pulled it in and just boom. You know what I'm saying? And he said for a minute, I forgot exactly the story because it was a couple of years ago, but he said for a minute, he didn't feel anything. But he said once, he came to his senses.
I knew what it was. It's obvious too. Like
He said it was some of the most painfulest shit he ever experienced. I think he said he was even popping, you know what I'm saying, like was on drugs for a minute because the pain was so excruciating. I mean, and he probably even, I doubt it he don't, but you losing a limb like that, he might still go through certain stuff even to this day. So, you know what I mean? And he was a supervisor at my job. One of my old jobs, and his hand was look crazy. Like if you seen him right now, you'd be like, "What the fuck?" You'll look at his hand like, "What the hell?" But when I first seen it, I already knew one or two things. Like either he was born like that, he was born with some type of birth defect, or his fucking hand came off. He blew up his hand.
Like I said, it was obvious that shit was taken
Hell yeah, you gonna need a lot of morphine. Yeah, nasty work, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, get that like button, hit like button. Get them likes up, man. We in here rocking out, looking at this Lil Yachty interview. You know what I mean? Going over the whole 4 Extra situation. It's just a tragic situation, but can't be messing with them fireworks though. Can't be messing with them. Can't be messing with them. What's good, man? Money. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Tap that like button. Get them likes up for me. Get them likes up. Tap that like button.
We, as a family, as a culture, as a society, we need to our conversation. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talk about what we doing, because we put the hat on to the side a bit, and the pants hang a little lower. Yeah. And we tuck the painted jeans in the toe, and we move a certain way. You feel me? So I think it's
yeah, but he's definitely on a lot of morphine right now. He probably on more than that, because you got to think the what's the word I'm looking for? The severity of the situation. Let's just say he was, and we know he don't smoke. I don't even think he drink. But let's just say he done had a couple of shots, or holiday. You know what I mean? Anything, right? Whatever. Let's just say if he was sober, the shock value of it. Once you come down, it's like a high almost. It's like a rush. But when you come down, oh man, he's definitely on a lot of. Oh yeah, for sure.
I care about fashion. Yeah. And I know it'll come off a certain way, because people be like, man, if you like it so much, why you dressed? It's hard to explain sometimes some of the shit I put on, because it'll look dingy, or it'll look like I just woke up.
No, most definitely not. No. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say that. I'm just saying more so, you can't be messing around with no fireworks. Playing with fireworks is almost playing with a loaded pistol. You know what I mean? Playing with some fireworks is like playing with a loaded pistol. I don't think none of us will play with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn this down a little bit. I don't think none of us is gonna walk around and play with a firearm, right? That's almost on the same level, the same aspect of playing with some fireworks. I'm not going around playing with a gun. To me, that's like playing, playing with fireworks is like playing Russian roulette, because you don't know, especially the big ones. Now, like I said, if it was like some little bottle rockets, because back then, we had fireworks. We used to always get them, my stepdad, all that, right? But, I can see if it's like little bottle rockets, black cats. We know what those is, the little, you know what I'm saying, some stuff like that. Something small. There's so many different fireworks. But when you get into playing with them big joints, the M80s, and the same thing that the state would have when they do their fireworks, and some of that, I done seen fireworks, you be like, damn, how did you even get that? Then that's when it become like you playing Russian roulette, like the bottle rockets, the black cats, I think it's some other shit called red jackets. All of that little stuff is like nothing. But when you get into playing with them big joints, it's different. See, it's different levels to that too. It's different levels of the firework game. Once you get to playing with stuff like that, you really playing Russian roulette with yourself. You're playing Russian roulette with yourself. You're playing Russian roulette with yourself, because now you done took it from here to all the way to over and beyond. They probably gonna cut it off. Yeah, they got to. Glock, Glock baby, they got to, bro. They got to. They have to, because from what we seeing, you know what I'm saying? From what we seeing, and the picture I've seen, and I'm quite sure from what y'all have seen, from what we all seeing, that's nothing that could be reinstructed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's any limb of your body that get, you have people that has got it in severe car accidents that has gotten mangled up, and now they gotta let this go. They foot, they leg, they arm, a finger, a hand. You know what I mean? So once you get to that point where it's nothing is there, it's nothing to save. That's the thing about it. We done seen, and I'm very, watching what I'm saying, but we have seen animals attack people. Let's just use that. Like we have seen, we all probably know somebody, or maybe not per se no, but we definitely seen videos where animals has attacked us, meaning humans, right? Where the animal damn near took off an arm, or a dog done took off a hand damn near, or even with children, or something. Once it get to that point, it's no saving it, because it's nothing to save. It's damn near gone. So it's like, even with that, it's like they gotta cut it. They gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying?
I still agree with that.
Definitely, he had to get it. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, Keita, for sure, he did.
That's just because of the space I'm in. I'm more so dissecting like.
Man, oh man, I just, regardless of who he is and the situation, regardless of everything, I know that has to be some of the most painfulest stuff in the world. Like, oh man, because from holding something like that in your hand and then boom, is, man, oh my God. Regardless of who he is, and we know where he's from, we could just about imagine what he done in the streets and the squabbles, all that, right? That still don't take away the pain, regardless of anything. Yeah, get them likes up, subscribe to the channel on Tay Luciano Media. That still doesn't take away the pain. Oh man, I would have never even imagined him doing something like that. That's why when I heard about it, I was just in shock. I was in shock of hearing about it. Like, nah, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even so much like, and I think for all in all, for extra,
for that reason.
I can see he's been through a lot, but I think all in all, we all been through something. You know what I'm saying? Definitely coming from where he coming from, how wild LA is and stuff like that. Excuse me. From him being from where he's from, I think all in all, he's a pretty good dude. I think he's a good dude. You know what I mean? I'm a good character of reading people, right? But regardless of the person, that still don't take away the pain. He's still human. He's still somebody that, probably maybe, even if he don't have a lot of family, you know what I mean? It's still somebody that got love for him, or that love him. It could be a distant relative that, you know what I mean? Yo, that's my family. You know what I mean? So we all probably to have family members or loved ones that's on the loose end, you know what I'm saying, that's on the deep end. But when some tragedy happened, you kind of be like, damn, they done did this, they done did that, but you kind of, so I know, but like I'm saying, that pain though,
In the game,
I think he probably would have been. It probably would have been less pain if a dog would have attacked him. You know what I'm saying? If a pit bull, because you gotta remember that's almost like, and I was just about to say that's a firearm, but that's almost equivalent to playing with a shotgun, or you know what I'm saying? That pain is that's the only thing I'm really thinking about. I ain't really even thinking about him per se. I'm thinking more so about the pain, and man, that's it right there. That's it.
Because people don't get to see this shit around.
He definitely.
I got real.
Yeah, he definitely won't be the same. He definitely won't be the same. Yeah, Keita. And definitely shout out to you. He definitely, and that's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. He's definitely would not be the same after this.
All my toys and all my furniture, you could come in and you could walk through Yachty house.
Yeah.
Really see
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Like, you know,
that's
I
what I'm
woke up on
saying.
glass, so you can't touch it.
That's what I'm saying.
But I want people to be able to see with their own eyes.
That's what I'm saying,
So
Glock.
things that,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
just not
That's all I'm
natural,
saying.
you know, that you
Regardless
can
of that,
see
just
with your own eyes.
that's some pain right there.
See shit.
Man, oh man, you know what I mean?
We got one guy get 13 lanes.
That's something like
Fire. That's damn. That's what
that's some pain I would never ever want to experience.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, being any or going through anything tragedy, you know, being, you know, shot or anything. But that right there, that's why I say it probably would have been less excruciating getting attacked by a dog. You know what I'm saying? That or just the same. You know what I mean? Because it's like you holding live ammunition in your hand. So, oh man, that's. And you gotta remember, you gotta think people from the other side, him coming from where he come from, and you know, coming from the other side of the track. Oh, they loving it. They loving it. They loving it. They loving it right now. They loving this. It's somebody right now out there. There's somebody out there right now from LA that's loving this. Hell, they might be throwing a party today. Oh my God. Oh man. They loving this moment. They loving this. They loving this. It's not like he just got beat up or, you know,
that's why where he at right now.
he broke his leg or arm. They loving this right now. They definitely, this moment right now, they loving it.
That people doing.
Heck yeah, they loving this.
I want to be in Paris to go see P. You know what I'm saying? And after that, nothing else. I mean, of course, you know, we love your man Willie. You know what I'm saying? Willie Shabazz.
Oh, man, you my favorite design right now.
That's Tulane too.
No, that's what I'm good.
It's my favorite. Hey, Willie, if you see this, I'll check your DMs.
Willie, you need to check your DMs. You need to start checking the show.
I'm in that nigga DMs right now. Like, bro, I love everything you do, bro.
I think every episode I think I know Willie than Willie.
That's real.
Every episode I got some Willie.
I'm new to Willie, but I'm tapped in now.
But it's his culture. Like what I love about him is that he represents Chicago brown people
absolutely
to the fullest.
And she really highlighted on some high end like make it look good, bro. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. These are real conversations. Yeah. Like to be real, what's making this episode special ain't nothing on the board. This is a real conversation amongst motherfuckers that do this shit for real. Yeah, and that's why this is needed. For you to light up when we bring up a Willie. This man only wear Willie, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know,
That's hard.
No, you just told me though that you seen P. Jury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
crazy, heavy. Crazy and heavy too.
Early, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about, man. You know, so let's speed up and get on. We understand how it happened and it made sense. Let's speak on your Mikey situation.
But it's so crazy, man. The way the world works is such an interesting thing, bro. My entire career, I've been like, I probably can find pieces of me saying like, Nike hit me up for years. You know what I'm saying? First I had a Reebok deal, you know, and then it's so crazy, I almost closed on a Skechers deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was so desperate for someone to give me an opportunity to show what I can do with a shoe. That Skechers was the one who's gonna give me that chance, and we was about to make a boot, and it was gonna be crazy, but it was just like it was a disconnect, and we just couldn't kind of get it across. And it was a real small conversation with Adidas that never went nowhere. And then my boy Drew Frank, man, he plugged me in at Nike. With my boy Dylan Foster, man. Shouts out Dylan Foster at Nike, the guy, the chosen one, who that's my personal representative, who really helped push my word, because you know Nike's a big corporation, so like it's a lot of internal conversation that kind of like it's hard to get your point across. Right?
Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Tap that like button.
People shitted on my first Air Force.
Yes, Keita, he got taken out the game altogether. Definitely. Most definitely, man. I want to start doing some interviews.
Let me do nothing. I'm sorry to throw you under the bus, but I got to because I was thrown under the bus.
Man, he need to consider something. Now he got to re-instruct his whole life. But you know, this is how it be when, you know,
but they was like, if you gonna do it,
God, you know, whoever it is that you believe in or pray to or whatever, if you believe, you believe. But the Most High, you know what I mean? The Most High.
I had to. In the beginning, I had
Ooh, them Nikes kind of sweet.
kind of push for the navy blue bottom.
Ooh,
Like white.
y'all see them?
I had to push.
Damn.
To get that navy blue. That's why it's not much.
I've messed with Lil Yachty though. He be, you know what I'm saying? I think,
Let me pick the leather.
you know what I mean? He writes songs and everything. He very talented. He definitely kind of weird, but
let me pick that good premium.
I feel like everybody that's definitely like into fashion or into like the things he is, all has been kind of, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, what is the name of this podcast? I never seen these dudes. I just seen the fact that it was Lil Yachty. What is the name of their podcast? Ghetto Runways. Oh, they might, okay. I think I might go and subscribe.
It's like an old to like, not to my dad. But
Shout out to them, Ghetto Runways.
Right? It was like a.
They might have a dope podcast. How many subscribers they got? Okay. Oh, they got 11,000. Okay, 11K.
Crazy splash. It was everywhere. It went stupid fruity.
So we know that they.
Nike was like, oh, okay.
Shout out to Ghetto Runways. This might be a dope podcast. Okay, shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the brothers too, you know what I'm saying, two black men definitely trying to, you know, definitely gonna be checking out a lot of their stuff a bit more. I think they just starting out.
Yeah, it was so crazy, right? I had exchange.
Definitely gonna be, you know what I mean?
I was trying to tell them, at first I was going,
yeah, them forces is hard, ain't they? Hell yeah, them forces hard. Yeah, Yachty been around for a minute. I mess with Yachty, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I mess with him. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, yeah, I done heard every Lil Yachty song, but no, I definitely rock with Lil Yachty. I do. I got his albums on my phone and everything. I mess with Yachty, and Yachty is one of the ones that could really make any type of music. I think he kind of get overlooked, you know, for whatever reason. And then he came to my city and kind of, you know what I mean, he kind of adapted the wave. You know, if you know, you know.
Like, it was just a whole bunch of circling and nothing. So then I just stopped responding. I moved to my general in my messages. And that's basically like the pit of doom. If y'all move you to the general messages.
Yeah, get that weirdo up out of here, Jimmy. I love yeah, yeah. Anyway, listen, but Yachty is dope though. You know what I'm saying? He can make any type of music, but it's crazy how he did that whole what's the one album? Concrete Boys, and it's like a cartoon cover, an animated cover. He got Free Rio on there. He came here and did songs with I ain't gonna say everybody, but Babyface Ray, Rio the Young OG, Sada Baby, T Grizzly, Louis Ray. You know, it was very, you know, yeah.
I don't bite nobody.
So yeah, we ain't doing that today. Let them know, Keita. Let them know. Let them know, Keita. Yeah. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Man. Hopefully my day be kind of and matter of fact, how was y'all holiday? I know I came in here talking about the 4Extra situation, but how was y'all holiday, man? For those who celebrate the 4th of July, I always felt like after the 4th, the summer kinds to wind down a little bit after the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? For me, mine was pretty good. You know what I mean? Didn't do much. Was chilling out. I definitely was, you know what I mean? I got out for a brief minute, you know what I mean? My city be turned up, you know what I'm saying? Just like everybody's city. Here in Detroit, man, it be turned up. It be turned up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So around here, you gotta know how to move around this bitch. You feel me?
That makes
I
sense.
gotta shout out my brother Eric.
Yeah, me too, Glock. Me too, bro. Me too. Me too. And you know what I'm saying? Me and by me having 3 children, bro, I got 3 kids. And about to have another one on the way, brother.
Everything I do simultaneously.
What?
Like airs to television.
So I just been chilling.
I really think
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's crazy because my older brother live in Atlanta. I got an older brother. My older brother, my blood brother, he stays in Atlanta. Well, he actually not in Atlanta, but I forget what part of Georgia he's in. But he's like 30 minutes away from the city, so he's like right up. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get out there, man. I gotta come there. LA, you know what I'm saying? It's some spots I gotta get to. It's definitely some spots I'm about to get to. It's definitely some spots I gotta get to.
That's my brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I got one on the way, and she's gonna be a girl. You know what I'm saying? Right now I got 2 boys and a girl. Y'all wouldn't even believe that I got an 18-year-old. Like my son just graduated high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see us all together, you'll think they probably you'll probably think they my like little brothers and sisters and shit. Like, for real. A lot of people don't, like, if we see us all together, like, if somebody seen, like, me and all my kids, and I have cute kids, you know. Just to say that, not to, you know what I'm saying, just to toot my own horn, but like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny that in my family, like my older brother that I'm telling y'all about, he has a daughter, my little niece, Zariah. And I gotta check in on her my niece, and I got like 6 nieces because I have a sister as well. My older sister got 5 girls. She got 5 kids, and all of them girls. But my brother's daughter, Zariah, looks just like my daughter. Like it's crazy. Like I swear, like she looked like, and they just shades lighter than each other. You know what I'm saying? But they look just alike. A lot of people think they sisters. They could pass for sisters. I remember it was a party one time that everybody thought that was my daughter. Like everybody thought that was my daughter. I'm like, nah, that's my niece. Yeah. You say I have 2 girls and 2 boys. Yeah, that's what's up, Keita. Yeah. You know, Keita, you an OG, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's up, man. And so, yeah, kids is amazing. Like my youngest son is he'll be 7 in November, and I'll just be looking like, dang, because when I was his age, oh man, he's definitely one of them kids that'll run you for your money. You know what I mean? Like definitely keep you on your toes. But I remember when I was his age, oh my God, I was something else. Always outside. That's another thing about me. I never used to like to be inside. Indoors? Hell no. It's just the fact that as I done gotten older, I don't really be giving you know what I'm saying? I don't be caring. Hell yeah, definitely a football league. Yeah, for sure. But being a busybody and stuff like that, yeah. But so I will have 2 girls and 2 boys. But like I said, my oldest is 18. He just turned 18. Actually, June 27th. My daughter is 10. I have a 10-year-old and a soon-to-be 7-year-old. So yeah, it's a blessing. But all my kids, I think I did pretty good. But after this, I'm done. I don't want to, I'll leave that to those that want a bunch of kids. Definitely not for me. I don't. I'm good. I will have 4. I'll be straight. You know what I mean? And then I got like a lot of family members, distant family members, a lot of a nice amount of nieces and nephews. So I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. I'll leave that to y'all though. You know what I'm saying? But for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm already getting gray hairs and stuff like that, believe it or not. So, You know what I mean? I'm good. Heck nah. You know, I think that's definitely a decent amount. You know what I mean? But shout out to the ones that definitely do. I think Young Thug got like what, 8 kids? I think Young Thug got 8 kids. It's a few more other people, you know, far as that we all know that got a good amount, a decent amount of kids.
Nah, Jim was that nigga. I think Jim still that nigga. I fuck with Jim Jones, you know?
So I ain't got no problem with
Did it make you? Yeah, it helped me. You know, with kids, it help you it help you understand life and more and definitely sit you down. If you, I mean, because it's a lot of people that still got kids and you'll never do how they move. You'll never know they had kids. But for the ones that got
it's always like Rocky, right?
some type of brain or some type of
Ass was dressing up before.
you know, some type of knowledge or just well-being, yeah, it definitely open your eyes up about just how life is. And then, you know, you will want to stick around even longer. So even if you are a person even if it is a person that's living wild or living fast, having kids, and then especially when you have girls, it just make you want to be a better person. Not only for them, but just for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Neen, what it do? Shout out to my nigga Neem, man. What it do, man? My brother Neem and his bitch, you dig, man. You hear me? You hear me? Make sure y'all go tap in with my boy Gangland Neem. You know what I'm saying? Definitely coming with it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, if you want somebody if you definitely want to hear somebody talk about all the bunk skunk that goes on at No Jumper, that goes on anything around the rim of them, you know what I'm saying? Definitely go tap in with my boy Gangland Neem, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely somebody I've been rocking with for, you know, definitely a good amount of time. You know what I mean? And definitely a real one. Definitely coming from the soil of you know what I mean, of LA, you know what I mean? So definitely go tap in with my dog Gangland Neem, you know what I mean? Definitely go do that. Man, I know, Neem, I know you done heard the news, bro. I know you done heard it. The whole 4Extra situation. Man, like every time I bring it up, it's just like, damn, dog really did that to himself. It's like, man, I even when each time I bring it up, it's just like, damn, you know what I mean? But how do you feel? Oh yeah, man, come on now, yeah, for sure, definitely.
I didn't even do merch for the simple fact of like,
You say your peoples was with him, your cousin was with him. Damn.
I'm collect.
But I'm just so anti. I just don't mess with fireworks like that. And before you tapped in, Neem, I was just telling the people that my homeboy, actually, like I said a year and a half ago earlier, but like a year ago had gave me, it's not no M80, it almost looked like a baby M80 though. And I'm not gonna even show it because YouTube already be, you know what I'm saying? But he gave me a firework. I never lit it. But I'm like, I just don't get down with them. Like, and I grew up having fireworks, 4th of July, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not big on the whole. I'm just not big on fireworks like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So when I heard about it, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? When I heard about it, I'm like, what the fuck? I was just so outdone and just so, like, yeah, that's crazy. Going up first. Yeah. Definitely, yeah, out of respect. Yeah, that's real. And it's almost like a touchy situation because it's like, you know, that could happen to anyone, especially anybody that mess with fireworks, that's into fireworks. You know, it's one of them things where you gotta it's almost like play at your own risk. And I done had little fireworks here and there that was defected or didn't go off at a certain time, or boom boom boom, it went off 2 seconds later. So you got to be mindful of all of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's real. I definitely respect that. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
It goes back to even just
Definitely a wicked situation, you know. And you definitely gotta know what you're doing when you're, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know
they see it in the flesh that's really getting busy.
whatever it is that you're messing with, you gotta know what you're doing at all times. You definitely, especially playing with that, you just gotta know what you're doing. That's the only thing I can say. You know, that's kind of just my whole take on it. You know what I mean? I definitely feel for him. You know, the fact that that happens to the brother, you know, will this probably humble him down a lot? I definitely will have to say yeah. I definitely will have to say it's definitely going to humble him down to the point where I even think he would even move smarter, because due to the fact that this has happened, I think this is going to humble him down even more. And I'm not sure if 4Extra got children or wanted to have kids or wherever the case may be, but I definitely think that this is going to make him respect and love and maybe even enjoy life even more in a way that he never maybe looked at it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to make him enjoy life even more, make him think even more, make him move smarter, make him, you know, just make him look at life even differently. Like I said earlier, it can only be one or two things that'll come from this. Make him sit down and humble him gracefully even more, or he's really gonna go up. Like off the back. You hear me? This is really gonna be, you know, it's either gonna be one or two things that come from this. He's either gonna get more humble or, you know.
Oh, you know, Coach got the eye.
Coach get busy.
You know what's going on.
There's no way to say. Yeah. Definitely. It's definitely been cases like this before dealing with, you know, explosive. Because you gotta think, when you dealing with M80s, right? That is a little it's still a firework, you know what I'm saying? It's still something that we have seen people get, you know, play with stuff like that. But that's on a different level of fireworks, right? I think it's level with fireworks. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to everything. And you know what I mean? I think even with that, it's levels. So meaning like, yeah, you got like the bottle rockets and black cats and, you know, the little, what is the little thing that you like? The little sparkles, right? That's all like level 1. And then you got like level 2. Then you got like, it's level to fireworks. When you go and purchase these fireworks on the 4th, it's levels. It's definitely levels. That's why all of them cost a different price. You know what I'm saying? But when you playing with M80s, right? That's a different level of fireworks, bro. That's just like with liquor, right? For example, right? You got the different levels of liquor. You got top shelf liquor, right? And I'm just using this as an example. Then you got bottom shelf liquor. The bottom shelf will be like 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? For those that used to drink, or that, I'm quite sure everybody done been into a liquor store. But everybody know top shelf liquor and bottom shelf. The bottom shelf would be like the 5 o'clock, the E&J, and stuff like that. Then the middle, you know, you got the middle shelf. Then the top shelf will be like Don Julio and Patron and things of that, right? So when it comes to like in the fireworks world for this time of the year, it's different levels. Them M80s, man, that's a strictly like explosive. That's why when you light it, boo, and you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so loud because it's really it's explosive. That's somebody was just telling me like, yeah, bro, that's like and somebody I know was telling me like, yeah, you know, that's like a quarter stick, not a quarter stick, but like half of a stick of a dynamite. So it's levels. It's definitely levels to it. Yeah, it's levels to this shit. It's levels. It's levels to everything. It's levels. I guarantee you now though, a lot of people is gonna reconsider of messing with M80s. Because even if you from there, from you know, you up on 4Xtras or you heard about them, or you just now hearing about what happened because it's everywhere, or I guarantee you a lot of people straight. I'm good. I'm straight. I guarantee y'all, it's a lot of people right now that's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not messing with it. I'm not rocking with it. I'm straight. I'm all the way good. I guarantee you because it's just crazy.
Seeing the shoes on people's feet.
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro, that shit is so, it feels so good to just see your imprint everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, see, and people, and not on some like boring shit, like people like, yeah, we get fly with these.
No, this shit is funny. I told you I didn't wear them because I just didn't want to be here on the Yachties. Like we talked about that off camera, but shout out to Mayor. Mayor got me a pair early. I'm like, bro, I need them. This shit is hard. So this is before we even locked in. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations.
My 14 coming to the crib.
I got a pair. I ain't had nothing to do with that side.
He had a night to get to.
This man keep catching blessings here. I'm gonna stop stunting and saying I got shit already.
It's a family. I need that. Damn. Look, hey man.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop stunting and telling
Get them likes up, subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Man, I hope today for me be an early day. Hopefully, let me turn this down a little bit.
I never seen him get fly.
No, he was clean.
Yeah, he clean on the clean side.
Okay.
They got some good audio on this. I definitely give them to that. Shout out to Ghetto Runways, a new black up and coming podcast. I think they're going, you know, this is the first time I'm seeing their podcast because I'm looking at looking at this Yachty interview. Shout out to Lil Yachty. I definitely think Lil Yachty is definitely talented. Definitely could write and do all type of music. But it look like this is a new podcast that's coming up. It's always a pleasure to see. You know what I mean? You know, it's always good to see black dudes come up and it's doing something positive or channel their energy into something positive. So shout out to them. Don't know their names just yet, but definitely shout out to Ghetto Runways. And I'm guessing that they're going to be bringing people, you know, I'm guessing that they're going to be bringing people up. You know what I mean? Bringing people up, different artists, different probably people into fashion. Let me just go to they, oh wow, they got, yeah, and y'all can see this. So, yeah, I see Jeff Hamilton on here. That was 7. Oh, they've been running it up for a couple of months now. That interview was 7 months ago. And it seems like they're into doing fashion and interviewing fashion designers and hip hop. You know, it's seeming like they're blending the two cultures together. So that's dope, though. Oh, hell yeah. I'm just looking at this, so yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. Dapper Dan everybody knows who's Dapper Dan is. Definitely was somebody back in the 80s that was doing all the fly um, um, clothing for all the hustlers and the rappers in New York back in the day. So it seemed like yeah. They seem like they own one. They definitely got a good thing going. Definitely see and they done interview Pusha T. That was 10 months ago. The Yachty interview was just a day ago. But it seemed like they, you know what I mean, they working. They out here working. So definitely salute that, man. Ghetto Runways podcast. You know, I definitely can't wait to see more interviews from these brothers. It did. Seemed like they pretty much got a good thing going. Seemed like they, you know, they definitely working. They definitely working. Yeah, definitely check them out. You know what I'm saying? Two black dudes, man. Once again, their show, their podcast is called Ghetto Runways. That's definitely a catchy name for their podcast, Ghetto Runways podcast. So
It's our fifth edition, fifth episode.
Alonzo Jackson, shout out to him. You know what I mean? Seem like they've been cooking up. Seem like they've been cooking up for a couple of months now. So definitely shout out to them.
It's gonna be a great episode.
And Marcus, Dwayne,
A very special guest. Somebody
creative director. So I'm guessing that these dudes is into they might be in the fashion world. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. And that's another thing I want to say. It's a lot of people that do things behind the scenes that you would never really see, or you done seen them and you know maybe
Just the fact that he get busy.
seen them in your favorite artist pictures. You be like, who the hell is he or who is her? And you be like, oh snap! And they, you know, you might see them on a show or you might see them do a podcast and be like, hold up, I seen that person before, or I done seen them. You know what I mean? So you always get you can never not think, you know, it's not people doing stuff behind the scenes. And these could be two dudes that was doing,
Taste level shit.
yeah, they definitely into fashion, Keita. Yeah. And that's dope. I think that is dope because fashion and hip hop go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's just like peanut butter and jelly. It goes perfectly together on some bread. You feel me? So I think fashion has always been around just as long as hip hop. Hip hop started out in the late 70s, early 80s, and you know, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Being fly and getting fresh it goes hand in hand with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Being fly, getting fresh goes hand in hand with hip hop. So just to see these two dudes get they take and do their thing is dope. I think it's dope. And I think this is what we need to see more from the culture. The two lifestyles combining together again with fashion and hip hop and giving dope interviews. I think that's with blending the two lifestyles is always dope. I'm definitely somebody that's into fashion. Definitely like all different type of brands. Definitely I'm somebody that's into different type of jeans and different shoes and different. So for me, it's definitely something I'm definitely into and definitely will be tapping in some more. But make sure y'all go tap in to Ghetto Runways. I can't wait till they bring more interviews and more, you know what I mean?
So long ago, and like, you know, just
shout out to Pusha T, man. He been working, man. You know what I'm saying? The Clips album, Let God Sort Them Out, is definitely about to come out. And like, what? I think they album drop next week, if I'm not mistaken. If not next week, excuse me, if not next week, the week after next. It's been a long time since we seen that album from the Clips. Malice is back on the scene, which is Pusha T brother. It's been a while since the Clips and dropped the album. I feel like real hip hop is slowly getting back on the scene. You know what I mean? I think that's what we all fell in love with. You know, far as you know, that's what brings people together. Hip hop, good music. You know what I mean? I think no matter where you from, if you from Chicago, LA, Detroit, Atlanta, St. Louis, you know what I mean? I think we all appreciate real lyricists, real hip hop. So definitely shout out to real hip hop for slowly but surely coming back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
That was Slick Rick found out. You know what I'm saying? Just like being able to see somebody like and be like, wait a minute, hold on a second. He got on what? Like right now in what year? You know what I'm saying? That's
man, and you know what? Shout out to Slick Rick, because Slick Rick was one of the dudes that
that's Pharrell as a big brother, like, you know, like
used to, as far as with the fashion and how he used to go about it, was definitely one of them dudes. He definitely was one of them dudes. He definitely was one of them dudes. When it comes to fashion, he definitely was one. He definitely was one of them dudes. Make sure y'all get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. You know what I'm saying? For real. Definitely subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? But for Slick Rick was somebody I always admired, even when I was a kid. And I don't know why. But Slick Rick was always, hey, listen, it's funny, right? Y'all might not even believe me. But when I was like, how old I was? I probably was, I remember being a kid, not from that time frame. I remember going back and listening to the great adventures of Slick Rick, right? And this is how much hip hop I'm on. And I think me having an older brother helped me out a lot. But I remember going back and listening to the great adventures of Slick Rick. I remember being like 9 or 10, buying that album, even going back and listening to it. And I used to be so intrigued by just music, like seeing the album. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like a rush. That shit was like a high for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so much into music. You know what I mean? Like, but I remember going back and listening to the album and looking at the artwork, like, yo, Slick Rick was, and knowing these artists, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely was one of them kids that was, you know. So shout out to the OG Slick Rick. I done seen an interview where a few artists was saying, and LL said it, that artists used to call up Slick Rick and ask him, hey, let me borrow your jewelry. I got a video shoot, or I got this, I got that going on. Let me borrow your jewelry. Him, Nas, and Rakim. Oh yeah, those is the fathers of the whole shit. Hell yeah, was always.
Like we was getting turned on.
Yeah, man, and him coming, and that's another thing with Slick Rick. Him coming from London, he was one of the ones that that could merge both of the two. You know, being from London and then moving to New York. Most definitely, most definitely.
You said Big Phantoms, man.
Yeah, like you know, it was like.
Shout out to Neo, man, for starting Bape. You know what I'm saying? Bape definitely was one of the ones. I remember back in like 2003, 4, or 5, my brother having Bape shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, bro, this is, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm up on so much fashion, because I was fortunate enough to, you know, be around my older brother and him wearing all the fly shit, all, you know, from Nautica to North Face, to Bape, to Guess, to Rockaware, to Pelly, to, you know what I'm saying, and being up on all the brands. See, I was one of them kids that was growing up that was up on all the fashion, up on all the brands, because I had an older brother. So I could remember him wearing the polo shirts off of the khaki shorts with the polo socks on. I remember him wearing Columbia and North Face and Guess and, you know, all these different brands. And so I was up on all of that at an early age.
We thought we was whatever we was, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it was like, oh no, it's another y'all. Collecting and shit like that. Like, man, it was a time.
That was dope. With leaders, you know, shout out to leaders, because that's when I was a part of.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, you from DC, Keita? Oh man, so you from? Oh man, Man, Rayful, oh, so you seen it all, especially in the 80s. Yeah, I know about DC. You know what I'm saying? DC ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, yeah. So you was around when Rayful Edmonds and all them dudes back in the day was getting fly. Yeah. I know about DC. I know about a lot of born and raised. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you was there when Rayful. It's messed up what he did, but yeah, when Rayful and them boys, I remember seeing an old picture of Rayful, him with the Gucci pullover vest. I mean, not vest, sweater on. It looked like I think it was like a V-neck sweater, but it was Gucci. It was an all-white Gucci sweater with the. I said, yeah. You from that? Yeah. You was around in them days when them boys was getting them big dollars on that. Yeah, man. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't even know you was from DC, Keita. Yeah. Oh yeah, so you definitely got style and flavor. Definitely. Hell yeah. I want to come to DC. I ain't never been to DC. I never been to DC. I never been to DC.
He was talking that shit, and when y'all two doing that, you could tell you like, no, these the guys that's like, no.
Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Definitely gonna be in here and probably until about
let me tell you something.
maybe 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock, I gotta get up out of here, man. Unfortunately, but fortunately, I will be back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, unfortunately, but fortunately, I will be back later on. You know what I mean? Definitely will be back later on. So.
Shampoo is y'all here in the records.
Yeah, I gotta come to DC. I always wanted to visit DC. I know it's a couple of museums in DC I want to check out. I want to come to DC. So it's a few places I gotta get back to or would love to tap in. I wonder how long is a drive from Michigan to DC is though. You know what I mean? Because I'm in, Keita, I'm in Michigan. You know, I'm from Detroit. You know what I mean? And I know you know that, but for those that don't know, I wonder how long of a drive that would be from Michigan to DC. Because I know, like, from here to Atlanta, driving is like 9 to 10 hours. New York from here is like 9 to 10 hours. Tennessee, then we right by, of course, Ohio. That's like 2.5 hours. Chicago is like 4 hours from here. You know what I'm saying? So the farthest drive is like St. Louis, New York, St. Louis, New York, and Atlanta is like the furthest. And like maybe Tennessee.
That energy was brought to Virginia. Wow, I remember that. Like, and it was brought from somebody who was.
Say yes, you gotta check them out before they get shut down.
These are little things that you've heard about these people in the song.
Yeah, I definitely would drive. Hell yeah, I just want to go on a couple of road trips anyway. You know what I'm saying?
There was so much of an influence.
You said 7.5 hours. That ain't bad. Real talk, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, one of these, I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. I would get a decent rental. You know what I mean? Make sure I got a decent. Yeah. I would definitely do that. Yeah, I want to visit DC. I definitely want to visit. That's definitely one of the states on my bucket list. And you know what, Keita? I've never been to I've never been to New York. I've never been to New York. Like DC.
So many different. You know what I'm saying?
And New York is definitely at my top 2 cities to check out.
Well, that's why it was important to hear, man. Even just with the name, like I said, Ghetto Runways, because I never really spoke on what it means. You know what I'm saying? It's a double and triple entendre of a whole lot of shit, but it's just really talking about the streets. Mm-hmm. Like every day when you walk outside, you modeling. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about being in Paris.
That was cold. Ooh, that was cold. That was cold. He said every day you walk outside, you're modeling. He said, "Oh man, let me run that back. That was a cold analogy."
Influences, for sure.
Well, that's why it was important. You hear, man, even just with the name. Like I say, Ghetto Runways, because I never really spoke on what it means. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely feeling they podcast. Y'all go tap in, man. You know what I'm saying? Two black
like
dudes
every day when you walk outside,
doing their
you
thing,
mind,
man.
You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about being in Paris. The goal is Paris, but we talking about is cats don't even like taking pictures. You got some guys in your crew that, you know, be stupid. That's like, don't put me on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, that get way busier. That these niggas was on the gram. They had 2 million followers, you know what I'm saying? Because they really get busy. You know what I'm saying? And again, I bring up my brother Nate, you know what I'm saying? We talk about this shit all night, like, bro, niggas ain't doing what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll bring up y'all crew.
Oh, dang, that's real, Keita.
Like,
that's real.
About the niggas. I'm like, no, bro, but you gotta
That's
just
real.
see, man.
That's
like,
real.
Salute to that. Man, that go crazy,
Salute
man.
to
Like,
that.
shit is like,
You hear me?
undeniable, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just really preach the taste shit because a lot of shit is tacky and corny and it's trendy, and I see through it. You know what I'm saying? And even with people making comments that was just in the news about this city being fly in this city, just lets you know how weird this shit just done got. You know what I'm saying?
You know, about the taste, because you mentioned taste. See, for me, like being a fundamental rap artist, you know, being a fundamental rap artist, a rap artist that talks about, you know, I don't bend, break, or fold.
Hey, I ain't gonna even front. That's a cold Louis Vuitton jacket
you know what I'm saying,
he got on though.
And
it's crazy that they homeboy is for real, and he's the creative director over at Louis Vuitton. So y'all already know that Pusha and Malice, they get into the exclusives of exclusive pieces from Louis Vuitton. They probably get the Louis. They probably get with by Pharrell being their homeboy, and they like that with Pharrell, and that's like they brother for real. Like that's, you know how like Pusha and Malice is brothers. That's Pharrell is like they brother. That's like they older big brother. So you already know that they getting the most exclusive pieces from Louis Vuitton. I'm talking about they probably got Louis shit that you probably would never see, because they already, like, the thing is with Louis Vuitton, for those that don't know, Louis Vuitton got stuff that they sell to the public, but then they got shit that the public don't even put out to the public. So you know they probably got pieces that you probably will never see. Like, I just seen them with a velour. It looked like it was a velour blue jean jacket, and it was Louis Vuitton. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, they got some pieces just from Pharrell working over there.
And have really made it here. Like, made it to these heights, made it to these platforms that you thought.
Those DC boys are different.
Just coke rap. Just the other day.
Wow, I believe it. Yeah, DC. Yeah, I always heard about DC. Shout out to DC, man. Dang, it's some museums up there. I can't think of the name. I know it's some museums up there that I want to definitely check out.
The campaign billboards, where we was putting them, I'm like, no, we gonna put them in the trash, like right here, just so, because they gotta see it. I want everybody.
Baby Truth, man, my brother, my homie, my compadre. Y'all go check out my boy Baby Truth music, man. Definitely somebody that's coming. You know, been working a long time. Definitely got a lot of music on Apple Music, Spotify. Y'all go type in his name, videos. I think he got more music though than videos and stuff like that, but definitely go tap in with him. Definitely got a crazy catalog. And damn, man, I think he should be further than where he's at. But definitely go tap into my dog, Baby Truth music. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be plenty more to come, you dig? Yeah, Baby Truth, yeah, man. I'm just on here for momentarily. I'm about to get up out of here in a minute though, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta definitely go make them rounds. But definitely, you know, unfortunately, but you know, definitely gonna be tapping in later, you know what I mean? I'm quite sure it'll be. Hey man, you heard about dog from No Jumper. Him blowing his, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, you know, say it, but if you know, you know. Let me see. 757 stand up I grew up with. You said, Terry, you said you grew up with Pusha? Me and Pharrell, what? You said me and Pharrell went to the same high school in VA. Oh, damn.
Listen,
Oh, thank you, Keita. Definitely, yeah, man. That's my brother, man. Definitely somebody, you know what I'm saying? Brother from another. He definitely is a hard worker when it comes to this music shit. Definitely been dropping music for years now. You know what I mean? Got a crazy catalog, got songs with people, all type of shit. Definitely go tap in. Definitely go tap in. And Baby Truth, Keita is definitely a real one. Definitely a real one. Definitely. She been rocking with me from quite some time now. And she from DC. You know, one of the realest cities, I would say pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You hear me? If you know about the hustlers from the 80s and the 90s, you know, from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, yeah, definitely go tap in with Miss Keita for sure. But Terry, if you still in here, you say you grew up with Pusha and Pharrell in high school. You still do you still what can I say? You still tap in with them to this day?
very long time. But again,
Oh, hold up. You say you was in the first video. Hold on. You talking about the clips? Is that hold on. You talking about is that the first video where they was they had on the suits where the clips I think went is that the video when Pusha they both had haircuts, right? And they was dressed in like two black and white suits before Pusha even had braids. Is that the name of that video? Because I remember seeing a video where they had on Pusha and Malice had on suits, and they looked like they was somewhere, you know, not in a field or nothing like that, but they was Is that the same video you talking about, Terry? You said it was called Funeral. If I'm not mistaken, is that? Yeah. See, that goes to show you how much hip hop shit I know. Like when I be talking about this hip hop shit, I know. Yeah, I just didn't know the exact name for that song. Man, y'all subscribe to the channel and get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Damn, for real? Do you still talk to Pusha or for real? Do you still got a relationship with him? Dang, that's real. Damn, I never heard nobody saying they actually went to school with him. You know what I'm saying? And then like, shout out to the whole. That's another thing I want to say. Shout out to the whole DMV, Virginia, DC, Maryland, all that. Shout out because you know that's all like right there, man. Shout out to the DMV, man. Virginia, DC, Maryland, all of that, y'all, man, yeah, for sure. And y'all, as far as like Virginia, you know, y'all got Missy, y'all got Timberland, y'all got Teddy Riley, y'all got Pharrell, y'all got the Clips, y'all got Chris Brown. Shout out to Breezy. Y'all got Trey Songz. Y'all got a few other hidden gems up in there. Most definitely y'all got some prominent people coming out of Virginia for sure. Yeah, a lot of people be forgetting Pharrell and yeah.
Comes with you know, just places to be. You know.
You say I live in Ohio now, but I go home to VA all the time. Talk to Pusha last. You say you talked to Pusha last January? Oh man, that's dope. That's dope. Salute to you. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I definitely want to get into interviewing people that's of the culture and that's not just in the culture. You know what I mean? I definitely want to start interviewing people, you know. I definitely want to start interviewing people of the culture for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not rocking with
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up. Tap that like button. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna be back again later after this. You know what I mean? After I end this live, you feel me? Definitely gonna be back again. I gotta think of more stuff to do. But it's a few people that I'm looking to interview that I really want to tap in with. Definitely, even from LA, even in fashion or music or stuff like that. It's definitely.
Music without it being the full offering. So to do that, to put out the record,
Man, I definitely appreciate that, Keita. Definitely. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. You know, I never was like the type that'd be just you know, anything you doing that you're not used to doing, it's always you got to get comfortable with doing it. But as much hip hop, I know music, fashion, all of that. You know what I mean? I definitely is a student of it all when it comes to fashion. When it comes to music, I'm definitely a fashion of it all. I mean, I'm definitely a fashion. I'm definitely somebody that's a student of it all. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
On the selfish side, I gotta thank you because you the first dude who put me on the PJ. You know what I'm saying? You the reason that I've been to the LB show, man. So always, man, like it's a deeper connection, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to always be as supportive, and niggas think I'm a manager for the Clips. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at the crib like, bro, y'all ain't listening.
Well, shit, I call you and ask you for shit like a manager. So
it happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? They don't know it's just a real relationship. But
oh, that's real. That's real. Shout out to them doing. Shout out to Pusha doing that, man. That's real.
It's missing. You know, it's other guys that's doing their thing, but
Bet I'm gonna check it out. Glock Baby, I'm gonna definitely check it out. Y'all go tap into Glock Baby as well.
You ain't that.
GBJ, y'all definitely go tap into him. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a artist up and coming from the A. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing as well. And like I said, definitely go tap into my dog Baby Truth. Go tap into them two artists, man. You know what I mean? Baby Truth is somebody that I know personally that's been rocking for years. You know what I mean? And you know what? The crazy part about what Baby Truth is, right? He got a whole tape with Ron the producer. He got a whole tape with Ron. If you know who Ron is, Ron the producer was somebody that was doing a lot with Draco the Ruler. And R.I.P. Draco, you know what I'm saying? My dog got a whole tape with Ron the producer. I'm not gonna even lie, he put that out actually last year. I think on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. He put that project out last year, but he got tons of projects after that. But Ron the producer is somebody that was doing a lot of Draco beats, a lot of Ralphie the Plug beats, Stink Team, you know what I mean? And like I said, when I even seen that, when he posted that, I was like, damn, you got a tape with Ron? I think he got like, what, 8? How many songs you got on there, Baby Truth? Like 8 or 9 songs? But he's constantly dropping, constantly working. You know what I'm saying? He put out so much damn music. A lot of it I be have to catch up on. You feel me? But he definitely is a hard worker. Definitely, you know what I mean? And like I said, he got a tape with him. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go tap in with my dog music for sure.
The transition from streetwear to luxury.
Definitely go tap in.
It was happening. So, you know, it was like all of those things were like kind of, it was an intersection at that time. And I was like, man.
Who you said they doing a live album? Who? You talking about the Clips?
I was in Miami. And
is that who you talking about, Baby True? You talking about is the Clips doing the live album? Is they doing the live album? You talking about the Clips? I don't know. I don't think do they even got a live album? I don't think they are, if that's who you talking about.
It's not the Mondrian. the Short Club. It's the Short Club.
You know what I'm saying? But they Baby Truth, they about to drop. You know, the Clip's about to drop an album. You know, it's been a minute since Mellis been on the scene. You know, he you know, and definitely shout out to Mellis. You know, I think he really stepped away from the industry, you know, at that point in time. You know, he said he was saying that even back then when he said it just didn't feel right to him. It didn't, you know, it got to a certain point where you know, he felt like he was doing a disservice to his creator. So he stepped away from the industry.
I was like, man, something.
I gotta update SoundCloud. The family.
To like, it was hot. It was tough. It's Virgil. It's like,
yeah, man. Make sure y'all go check out my dog, Baby Truth. Definitely go check out the homie. Glock Baby, you know what I'm saying? GBJ, definitely go shout out to him. He's definitely somebody new, up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Definitely giving y'all that Atlanta flavor. You know what I mean? Go shout out to both of the homies. Shout out to both of the homies. GBJ, Glock Baby World. You know what I'm saying? My dog, Baby Truth. Y'all go check out those two artists, man. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is definitely out here working. Definitely trying to, you know, move things in a different direction. So definitely go check out both of the homies. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know, Baby Truth is just relentless with this shit. He got so much music. I'm telling y'all, like for real. He definitely got a lot of, his catalog is crazy. You know, he got a crazy catalog. And you know what? He actually got a song. He actually got a song with Man Man. Man Man is somebody that's with the Stink Team. I guess you would say that's Ralphie Artist or Ralphie the Plug. Someone he co-signed, you know what I'm saying? That's just one of his songs, but he definitely got a lot of music, so definitely go check out them for sure.
Shit. But it was definitely the
yeah, man, it is. Yeah, man. Keep grinding though, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Y'all matter of fact, y'all niggas go check out each other's music, man. You feel me? Definitely. You know what I mean? Y'all go check out each other's music. Glock Baby and Baby Truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Them names, wow, that's a crazy name. Both of that shit sound good together. Glock Baby and Baby Truth. Wow. Y'all, you know, but definitely, man. You know, anybody that's trying to do something positive, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'm all for it because it's so easy to, you know what I'm saying? It's so easy to be on some negative shit. It's so easy to, you know, to go against the grain. And we all them probably to went against the grain with shit. But when you get older, you know what I'm saying? When you get older, you got kids, you want more for yourself, you tend to move different. And then like when you get older, a lot of shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit don't even matter, bro. You know what I mean? It's like as long as you're not disrespecting me and my kids and my family, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, you know, had to have moments where we done went, you know, on the deep end. But when you start getting older and you start seeing what's really going on in the world, a lot of you tend to look back on what you used to do like, damn, I did this, that shit wasn't really even that serious. Or that's when you start having little regrets. Not regrets on who you is as a person, because you is who you are, but regrets on like, damn, I ain't even have to say that. Damn, I ain't even have to do that. Damn, a lot of stuff you done, you be like, man, that shit wasn't even serious. I was bugging. I was tripping. So, you know what I mean? But what makes you as a stronger person is still going forward and still, you know, seeing where you messed up on or your shortcomings in life. And you like, you know, dang, let me do better. Let me set a better example for the youth, for my kids or the kids I be around, or just period, just for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when you can make those changes and transition is always a beautiful thing. It doesn't matter if you working, you got a regular job, if you trying to be, start your own clothing brand, you singing, you doing art, and that's another thing I want to get into. I actually want to get into doing art because I think that's like a hidden gem. And doing that shit for me, you know what I'm saying, just like painting and stuff like that, that shit is like therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I think eventually, that'll be another thing I would really like to pursue. Maybe not, just starting off, you know what I'm saying, just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that even is for me. I don't know how it is for everybody else, but even people creating music, a lot of people don't know that's therapeutic. Doing music, and we all grew up on music, so but actually doing it and pursuing it, I know for a lot of my artists and a lot of artists out there, that's like therapy. But for me, like going to the art store and looking at the different paint and looking at different canvases and just creating different things. And I even did with clothing, like I got a couple of pairs of jeans and different little stuff I had done. A lot of that shit, like I got a pair of, I can show y'all, and I think I'm gonna show them off later, a pair of jeans I did, and man, you would think I bought them like that, and I got so much good feedback. But even doing stuff like that, it's therapeutic. Creating is therapeutic. Art is therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to all of the creators and all of the ones that really, put their blood, sweat, and tears in their art. Because music is art. Art is art. You know what I'm saying? Fashion is art. And it's a lot of different other things. It's art.
People scrambling for seats and all this shit. Brock say, Zoe, let's go.
I know the whole Atlanta underground. Yeah, shout out to Atlanta, bro. Like for real. Be sure to man, get them likes up. I'm definitely gonna tap back in later on. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely about to get up out of here very, very soon. But I'm definitely gonna be tapping in later, even if it's late. I'm definitely gonna be tapping in later. And definitely shout out to everybody that's been rocking with my channel. I've been getting a lot of attraction. It's been going up, man. And definitely shout out to the reels. Shout out to you, the shorts. Shout out to the reels, because that's actually been helping me grow my channel. And ever since then, it's been up after that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, out of the whole YouTube space, that would be the space I love the most, because it'll help me been growing my channel over the last like 2 months. So definitely shout out to just doing the shorts and the reels, because it was at a point in time where you couldn't even do shorts and reels and stuff. So definitely shout out to that section, to that part of YouTube. And you know what I mean? Definitely shout out to that part. That's the part I was definitely say I love the most. Definitely.
Somebody inspired by him, somebody inspired by me. Look, that's the way it goes. But
yeah, I'm definitely about. Definitely, Keita. Definitely, Keita. Definitely.
These are friends, and they just
with me, and y'all don't even know, I'm working on my brand right now. I actually
trying to figure something out
it's stuff I still gotta get done. I gotta handle, but I'm definitely working on some t-shirts. Getting some shirts done, for all the smokers, you did, for all the marijuana lovers, you know what I mean? But I think the ideas and the concepts I'm coming up with, I think my first concept, I got a shirt right now that's dope. I think it's like the graphic on the shirt, you know what I mean? It's definitely all coming together. But definitely shout out to that for what I'm doing on that. Definitely, but yeah, I definitely want to get into, the art side of it, painting and stuff like that. I done did little stuff here and there, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into that as well.
And everything that's happened for me is I can say
Yeah, tremendously. Yeah, yeah. It's been helping me a whole lot. It's been helping me a whole lot.
Right, getting it wrong sometimes. It don't even matter. I mean, really. I mean, I'm looking at Paris when I'm bored. I was saying to myself the other day, man, y'all know how much money I really fuck up in Paris when I really can like get shit free and do this and like this shit been going on for years.
Nice.
Like this is, you know, we man. It's tough.
It became the all-star game for what we do now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, yo, twice a year you go down there to just act the fool.
You gotta be there.
Yeah.
It's really a
I can't
sport,
even,
man.
well, not no more. You know, now it's,
Right,
you can't even show up certain places no more, and so on and so forth. But though it was those times that shaped all of this right now.
Yeah. The shout out to ODM Slim too, man. Shout out to ODM Slim. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be. I'm definitely.
Pretty solid dude, so my network is pretty crazy.
You know, as far as like with
for everybody, you know what I'm saying? It was a reason.
Marijuana, you know,
and my guys will tell you
it's definitely at that point to where, you know, marijuana is not how it used to be. So like now it's definitely out there in the ooze. It's definitely out there in the open. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that's out there in the open. Most definitely. And it's definitely somebody. I said somebody. It's definitely something that a lot of people do. A lot of people are into cannabis. And what else is better than to have some merch around that? But I'm different. But I got so many different concepts, so many different things I want to do. Like, oh man. So even with that, it's going down. It's definitely going down. Yeah, hell yeah, go man. Definitely go tap in. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get a shirt for Neen. Neen, let me get that discount, man. Let me hit your mans with that discount. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm definitely gonna get I'm definitely gonna cop. I'm definitely am. I support, you know, all the black or as much as I possibly can. You know, not only on a being content creators, but also having merch and doing merch. I seen a new shirt that he just did, the new design. I'm definitely gonna tap in. I'm definitely gonna get one for sure. Hoodie too as well. I'ma definitely, hell yeah, for sure. So I'ma definitely tap in with bro. When it comes to him, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to him doing his merch.
In front of everybody, like, you know, Chicago's always been so good to us, man. It's been good to us as a group. It's been good to me solo, and to get back in front of everybody with
how was y'all 4th of July though, man?
And
how was y'all 4th?
And, you know, give people like albums again, like. Man, people ain't making.
How was y'all holiday for those that
we just heard?
You know what I'm saying? That celebrated.
Like,
how was it for y'all?
Throwing shit out.
Yeah. It's like fast fashion, man.
Yeah.
They throwing out shit that's hidden, but you know, it ain't
all right.
that.
Yeah,
It's
all right.
It ain't nothing to think about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to think about.
It's cool.
We both was there, man.
And I gotta
almost shed a tear.
I'm definitely gonna do an interview with IQ Shaheed. Shout out to my dog IQ Shaheed, somebody else that you know what I mean been rocking with me.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Lino been through a lot of that. Like,
quite some time now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out the homie IQ. We definitely gonna have an interview coming very soon. You know, that's another real one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
that's been rocking with me. So definitely shout out to my dog. You know what I mean? He done gave me a lot of advice, a lot of good feedback, a lot of love. So definitely shout out the homie. You know what I'm saying? And actually, through IQ Shaheed, that's how I found Gangland Neem.
That's our
to be exact with y'all, that's how I found Neem. I found Gangland Neen through
brought to everybody by the Cousins Festival,
IQ.
R&B
So,
festival.
you know what I mean? Definitely shout out to IQ Shaheed for sure.
August 31st. Man, it started off as the best party in the area. In the 757, it's called an R&B block party. It has transitioned now with the first annual Cousins Festival with Erykah Badu, Larry June.
Yeah. It's funny that you said that, Keita, because I'm rolling up something right now. I just pretty, like I was saying earlier, I just chilled. I just was chilling. Real talk, I was just chilling.
Cookout. Man, getting with the power company, getting people homes together, feeding people, having pop-ups at local restaurants, and just doing everything to try to engage the community.
I think this interview about to be over with.
Come out and to show them, like, man, get to know who your neighbor is, and let's create.
Yeah, man, you ain't missing nothing though, bro. Not for real. You know, I be pacing myself with all this shit, bro. I be pacing myself. I ain't gonna even hold you up. I be pacing myself. But you ain't missing nothing though, cause when you know what I mean, you ain't missing much. You ain't missing much from this shit. But definitely will be going live. You know, RP, man. Before I get up out of here, to Young Noble, member of the Outlaws. I think, was Young Noble on Machiavelli? I mean, yeah, I think he was on Machiavelli, but I meant to say, was he on Hail Mary? Was on Hail Mary. I believe he is. And it's just sad, unfortunate. I think he was just dealing with a lot of depression. I think once that situation happened with Pac, he just was never really the same after that. And they say he was dealing with a lot of mental health issues and stuff like that. Definitely want to touch a little bit more basis on that. You know what I mean? He's definitely somebody that was around. Oh, and I'm going to definitely show off some of these old source. Troll, what's good, my baby? What's good, man? Salute, man. I'm about to get up out of here, bro, but I'm definitely going to tap back in later. I'm definitely going to go live. Now, I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. I never was really a camera dude like that. I'm still not, for real. But I really don't even like taking pictures all like that. If you know me, you know. But definitely going, since my channel been growing and I've been getting a lot of traction, that would only be selfish of me not to be, let people see me. But I'm definitely gonna touch more on the Young Noble situation. And I got some old source magazines that I know niggas ain't got. I know people ain't got. And guess what? The main one I got that is probably hard to find or people can't find no more, I got the two, when Pac got in front of what the fuck he had on? He had on a white beater. He had on a white beater with the death row chain, and this I think that was the first magazine he was on when he got out. I got that one. Then I got an old ass Source magazine. Did y'all know the Source magazine back then, the early issue ones was black and white. So when Source magazine first started out, all of they magazines was in black and white. Not the cover, but the articles was in black and white. It was no color to them. But then I got an old one. I got a few, but it's still a few more I want to get. I think that was a very significant, what's the word I'm looking for? A very significant piece of our culture, hip hop culture. The Source magazine was huge in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Especially them early issues from like 92, 93, 91. You know what I mean? But those is the ones, believe it or not, I was looking around. Those would be the ones that go for like top dollar. It's still a few that I want to get. I want to intrigue. But yeah, I definitely feel like I got one of the ones that's, you know, and when Pac got out of jail, that was one of the ones that, you know, that was the situation everybody was talking about. And you can't even really even find that no more. I just so happened to look up doing a couple of years ago and find it and bought it. You know what I mean? Mexico. Oh man, shout out to you, Tro. Hell yeah. You say you in Mexico? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Service best. I have fun. Be safe. Get more. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Hell yeah. Yeah. Let me know, Tay. So I can lock in. Yeah. I'ma definitely go. I don't know exactly what time, Keita, but I'm gonna definitely go live later. Most definitely. I'm definitely gonna go live later. Most definitely. Like I said, I'm gonna talk more about the whole, you know, and since, you know, he was around one of the biggest stars, rap stars at that time, which was Tupac, you know, definitely do some research, pull out some interviews, just give my thoughts more about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, R.P. Young Noble definitely was an original member of the Outlaws. You know, and a lot of people probably really don't, it's not going to affect him like that because he's somebody, you know, the Outlaws is a legendary group due to who Pop was, but also, you know, he was one of the ones that was really around when the whole East Coast, West Coast thing was going on. And I think he never got over the fact that how Pac got killed, you know, unalive. You know what I'm saying? I think he never got over that. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, man. It's sad. And it's an art of dialogue interview. It's you know, shout out to Art. He got an interview where he was talking about that. You know what I mean? And at the end of the interview, you know, he was giving Pac his flowers and just saying, you know, how great he was and stuff like that. And you could see he was drinking some Hennessy or something, but you could see where even in that interview where that really has bothered him throughout the years, throughout the decades, and rightfully so, for somebody that you really admire and everybody looked up to and had a lot of respect for, and him, for Pac going through what he went through and him, you know, sadly losing his life. I think that would affect anybody that knew him personally. Hell, it would affect a lot of people that never met him, that was never around him. So I could only imagine how it affect somebody that knew him personally or was around him on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be tapping in. My next live, I probably just run that down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of probably throwback interviews, seeing if I could find any interviews with the Outlaws and Young Noble got a few interviews, but that's definitely for the old heads that was around. You know what I mean? That grew up in that was coming up in that time frame. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel at Tay Luciano Media. Get them likes up. Thank everybody that came through rocking out with me. Miss Keita, my dog, Baby Truth, GBJ, Glock Baby. Make sure y'all go tap in with Baby Truth and Glock Baby. You know what I'm saying? GBJ music. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely going to be back again. You know what I'm saying? If you know better, you'll do better. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to definitely tap back in with y'all later. Peace.